Assalamu alaikum dear students. This is Department of English, Government Postgraduate College Attic. I am Nasir Ali Shah. Students, we are reading the second chapter of the textbook using the scientific method. In this chapter we have read so far the different uses or different benefits which we have got from the use of science or scientific inventions and modern discoveries. We read in this chapter so far that through the use of science our lives have been improved or become better, or we feel less fearful than our forefathers living 100 or even 200 years ago. We have also read in this chapter that through the use of science many diseases have been overcome and their cures have been have been evolved, or different medicines have been invented. Moreover, we read that in sanitation or in sanitary conditions there has occurred a great change due to using scientific methods. And then under the next heading we also read that through the use of science the modern people living in this modern era have been enjoying different kinds of foods which most of the people in the past could not have, due to the modern methods of selecting, grading, or even through quick freeze method. We can obtain some fresh fruits, vegetables and meats of various kinds throughout the year. Now we would start reading the text from the end of this page. We were reading under the heading of more food and better food. The writer says, our eating habits are not the only things in our lives changed by the use of science. It means that by the use of science, a lot has changed in our lives, not only our eating habits. Because we have used science to learn more about the processes and materials in our surroundings and about the methods of controlling them, we have been able to improve our ways of building houses, our methods of communication and transportation, and even the way we spend our leisure time. Here the writer explains that as we have been using science to make our lives more comfortable, and through this modern scientific knowledge we have got a lot of knowledge, or we have learned about the processes and materials in our surroundings. Processes mean all the factors affecting our lives in our atmosphere or in our environment, all those things which are affecting, which are contributive to affecting our lives in this environment or in this world where we live. We through the use of science we have got more knowledge about them. So we have learned more about those processes and all those things in our surroundings. Surroundings here mean in our environment or in the world where we live. So through this modern scientific knowledge we have been able to control those processes which affect our lives. We have been able to improve our ways of building houses. So in this environment or in this world in which we live, or in other words, all those things are factors which affect our lives, we have been able to control them, and by controlling those factors we have improved our our ways of building houses. Means the way these days the houses are built, it is a lot different from the way in which past the houses were built. Moreover, we have improved our methods of communication and transportation. You can see there has been a lot of change and a lot of improvement in our ways of communication and transportation. And in this modern communication. It includes mobile phone, internet, and dish and satellite channels, etc. So our communication has become very fast and very modern as compared to the old times, in which communication was very slow. People used to write letters, or even before that, the messengers were sent from one place to another to as a method of communication, and to send or receive messages from one person to another. That postal service was also very slow, and different other methods which have been evolved in the past era, they were very slow. But in this modern age, there has been a revolution in communication and as well as in transportation. In olden times, if we think that transportation was very slow, people used to travel long distances on foot. They had to cover long distances by traveling days and nights for many days, or on the backs, riding on the backs of different animals like donkeys or mules or horses or camels, etc. But in today's world, transportation has been very easy. Fast moving vehicles underground or even under the rivers, the trains are moving, and in the air, fast moving planes carry people and different things from one place to another, and the journey of months has decreased to days, and the journey of days has decreased to hours or even minutes. So this transportation has become very easy. Moreover, through the use of scientific method, and by controlling the materials and processes in our surroundings, we have been able to spend our leisure time. Leisure time means time free of work. So the way we spend our free time, it is also this has also been changed. If we think about the past, people living in the past, they also used to enjoy their leisure time or free time, which was time free of work. But they used different methods. They used to, in some areas, they used to sit together and just chat with one another, telling anecdotes or jokes, or even singing different songs in each other's company and sitting together. They used to share their worries and sorrows, or even happiness and rejoicings, by sitting in each other's company, by face to face. But in today's world, we have different and a lot of ways and means of spending our leisure time. We can read some newspapers or magazines, or even we can read some books. There are a lot of channels on television through satellite or cable. They are available in each and every home, and moreover, even faster and even vaster world is present in our hands, or in our computer, or in a mobile phone, through the access of internet. So these are the ways of spending our leisure time, in which there has been a lot of improvement. Students, these are the different aspects which the writer has described, in which there has been a lot of change and a lot of improvement through the use of science. In this chapter, we have read so far, different aspects of our lives have been improved through this science, and those aspects of our lives have been compared to the lives of the people who lived 100 or 200 years ago. And by this comparison, we can find our lives even better and more comfortable than our forefathers who used to live a century or even 2 centuries ago. Student, this is enough for today's lecture. We shall continue reading the text with explanation, and in the end, we shall definitely discuss some of the important questions of this chapter, as well as just like we did the questions of the first chapter, we shall definitely discuss some important questions of this chapter as well, which would be helpful and beneficial for you in the preparation of your exams. Till then, it is goodbye and Allah Hafiz.